Greeting downstairs. Away from the long arm of the law is now behind bars, cop said. Carla Irizarry, 19, was arrested around 2:30 a.m. Saturday, about 2 weeks after her first encounter with Moses Lake police officers. Irizarry was a passenger in a vehicle when cops conducted a traffic search. Now listen to this, because the stories only get dumber from here. This is how dumb she really is. The driver, Giovanni Powell, 27, was arrested for driving while arrested for driving while suspended. They mean her license. Terrible wording there. But police officers let Irizarry go because they had no legal reason to detain her. Officers searched the vehicle and found the 19-year-old's ID along with a pistol, heroin, and her paperwork from the last time she was released from jail. Irizarry is a convicted felon, making it illegal for her to possess a firearm. Irizarry, however, seemed to get a little too excited about thwarting police and went on the department's Facebook page to brag about it. Yep. When I told you it was the dunce cap of the month and you didn't believe how dumb they were going to get, now you're completely understanding it. And trust me, friends, these stories, as they are, only get dumber as we go. Check this out. And I wrote this for the Conservative Daily Post, so I'm going to go ahead and read it pretty much the way it is, because I wrote it the way I obviously would have wanted it to have already been written. The Dallas News has written today that a rapper named Nana loves to put his crimes into song lyrics. However, the judge heard those lyrics and he was sentenced to 12 years behind bars for his bragging. Again, this is on the Conservative Daily Post. The words to his music, if you want to call it that, talked about drive-bys and elements of gang violence, which Nana, whose real name is Nike's Earl Campbell, made no effort to hide. On YouTube and Facebook Live, much like I am now, he boasted of his wars with rival gangs, which I'm not doing now, and it ended in bloodshed and needless death. Only today's liberal and postmodern, aka post-Christian schools could make a person this woefully stupid, according to many who have followed the details of the case. Much like the equally brainless Michael Prasad, whose single "sell drugs," D-R-U-G-Z, led police right to his crimes too, and there's a link to that. Nana's lyrics were a roadmap for prosecutors to easily use in order to tie him to a myriad of crimes, including an ambush robbery in which he allegedly shot a man 8 times while he was sleeping in bed. Now, allow that to sink in for just a moment, if you would. The man is sleeping in bed, and not only does this thug come and shoot him while he's sleeping, but he then brags about he shot a defenseless man while he was sleeping. This is great. U.S. District Judge Barbara Lynn gave the 20-year-old leader of the and was given an enhanced prison term due to Campbell's alleged violent gang activities, of course, to which he bragged about. These were all things, I wrote, that the prosecution found just by listening to his lyrics in court on Wednesday, the rapper told on himself. The request for a stronger sentence is not something Lynn often does, but the judge explained her reasoning for doing so in this case. Quote, "You're bragging about shooting a person. It's violence times 10 at every phase," she said. "All things considered, it does take quite a character to brag about shooting a defenseless sleeping man, no matter what gang he may also be in." Innocent people, including a girl of only 6, was hit by the bullets which Nana boasted about spraying all over the area. His lyrics matched up to known crimes that really happened, so this was not like he was merely telling a story. He was confessing to crimes and happy to tell everyone how, quote, hard he was. Now, that's an important distinction to make, because I am, as many of you know, in a band. And in some instances, if I'm talking about punishing you for making rap videos, added the judge, as she spoke to the rapper, also known by the ridiculous title of Nizzle. He's formerly known. I'm sure he's already forgotten. Campbell's attorney, Diane Jones McKay, did not agree. She opined that my client is guilty of rapping. They can't prove their murders, but they want to blame my client for all of them. While that may be how she feels, her client gave details that only a person involved would know, I wrote. Furthermore, the rap battle that was brewing with another gang had that leader threatening to kidnap Campbell's 3-year-old daughter, a crime as callous as shooting a sleeping man. Eric Barnes, a homicide detective, said that Campbell is a suspect in a few other murders, and needless to say, since he's been locked up, his gang has all but dissipated and gone the way of the dodo bird. Moving on to other dumdies, of which I'm sure you want to hear of. Again, you can donate to the show at thecorrectviews@hotmail.com through PayPal. Electronic cash. Quicker. According to the smoking gun, he told officers he was only swigging from his bottle of Jim Beam at stop signs and traffic signals, and was therefore not drinking and driving based on that reasoning. Nothing brightens one's day like the logic of a drunkard. 2 weeks prior, Stevens was arrested for DUI in his Mercury Grand Marquis and was free on $1,500 bond in advance of his July 30 foist arraignment. His latest error was gently tapping a lady's bumper while at a drive-thru line at a McDonald's restaurant. The lady who he hit called the cops, and they later found bourbon on his seat. Now, see, I'm really nice. I wouldn't have even called the cops for somebody just tapping my van, but that's just me. He said at no point was he drinking while driving, and he only enjoyed the beverage. Stop signs. He further explained that he was not drinking while the car was moving, and only when he stopped at those signs and traffic signals, said the arresting officer. Yeah, you know, I thought about giving him the dunce cap of the month, but it would have taken a very long time for me to find him, and he's already got it bad enough. Listen to this. We got 2 left, and of course, the 2 away is the actual dunce cap of the month, so you're not going to want to go anywhere. Arizona man. To the department to say that the co-pilot a large number of people at Air China. It goes to at least one pilot who failed to understand that smoke wafting from the cockpit can alarm passengers, crew, and others. Rumors are that a few pilots are guilty. The hatch should also fit nicely on the head of those who failed to observe before taking off that E-cigs can cause a plane to dive 10,000 feet, along with the people's stomach, send oxygen masks down, and even kill the AC. With all of that being true, this whole airline has earned the Dunce Cap of the Month award. Literally, count to 20. I'll be back up. I want to show you the hat. I got 16 seconds, so I did fine. All right, let me go off screen share. This had that because of the Hall of Fame where I live, they didn't have white. So I had to buy an orange cone to make the hat on this time. It didn't come out as good as some of them do, but it gets the point across. Dunce, of course,